let's keep them flowing. Where do you come from? Where are you going? What are you feeling tonight? And what are you showing? Where do you come from? 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 Where are you going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep them flowing.
Man, Ray has been saying Black Myth Wu-Tang all week.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
I think if
And
they would have named that game, it would have
That's
got
what we're
100
playing.
stars.
Oh my God.
And we are live on the download. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for coming, hanging out on chat. We are chilling, talking about tons of amazing topics this week we got for you. Will Black Myth WuKong be a Cyberpunk launch? Maker brings the chaos today on that one. We got AI programming itself. Are we entering into the Matrix? Find out what we've learned today. Also, we've got the third topic, which I absolutely forgot about, but I'm sure we'll get to it as soon as we get to it. There's so much going on. PlayStation leaked Red Dead Redemption. But let's get into what we got going on today. But before I do that, I want to talk to all these amazing panelists and see what you've been up to this week. This is a gaming podcast, so we like to talk about what everybody's been gaming on, get a flavor for what everybody's been doing. So, I'll start at the top of the list. We got Mr. Wilson going on here. What have you been gaming on?
Hi, before I start what I've been gaming on, if anyone doesn't know from previous shows, I have a new avatar in Discord, and I just want to thank Jembear for making it. He is an absolute legend. Suggested it out the blue. Bro, you should do me some profile picture sometime. Next thing I know, he's working on it instantly, and I wake up this morning to this cool thing. Look at it. Look at me with my little Pringles man mustache. I'm obsessed.
Oh yeah, you gotta drop the cup, I think.
Oh, can you not see the cup? Can you not see it with the cup? Oh,
well, the cup, yeah, it's just kind of blocking the PlayStation controller,
like
which I think is
oh
the PlayStation, like the piece de resistance.
You're iconic.
Strategically placed.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
I have been playing Red Dead this week, though. That's what I've been playing loads. I've been playing little other things. You and me have been playing some No Man's Sky with Nads as well, and a bit of finals here and there. But Red Dead is what I've been sucked into for the past week, man. I'm finally understanding what everyone was addicted to like 6 years ago when they picked this game.
Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah.
Finally.
That's why South Park made a whole episode on it.
Yeah.
That's why it's absolutely addicting as soon as it pulls you in. Great title for sure. And I think SPG was talking about a review, but maybe we'll have to wait till you beat it. So it may take a little bit. Callie, Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. I see you're on the galaxy exploring the universes. What's going on? What have you been gaming on this week?
Oh man, lots and lots of No Man's Sky. They have an expedition, which is like seasons in Diablo, and after you complete them, you can collect that stuff for all of your saves, and it's pretty cool. Start out with some really good stuff, and then your stuff gets better by the end of it. Yeah, that's what I've been gaming on.
Yeah, that No Man's Sky is uber addicting. It's like a drug for me. I have to stop playing it, or else I'll continue playing until I rule the universe. But Jem, what's been going on? What have you been gaming on?
Been trying out new games. Tried out Shadow of War. I played for like an hour. I gave up on it. Said it was trash. Then Wilson and SPG told me the beginning is bad. You should try play until chapter 2. That's when the game starts stuff. And I'm glad I gave it a second chance. And by the way, the game was uninstalled. I had to install it again. So I was glad I gave it a second chance. After about 3 hours in, that's when you get more and more mechanics in the game, especially the Nemesis system, and it just like immediately changed the whole feel of the game. And it's just like I'm going out my way to like see new enemies and stuff and how I interact with them, and it's been a blast.
Awesome. Awesome. And Maker, what have you been gaming on this week?
A bit of this, bit of that. Played some like Once Human. Been playing a little bit of Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. And that's about it. Some little bit of Final Fantasy.
All right, awesome. And SPG, what have you been gaming on?
Man, you know, the same thing Jem's been playing. I can't get away from Shadow of War. I think I've developed a orc tumor that swells up and pops now and again. Played a little bit of golf. I got my ass whooped by Tiger Woods. And
That's me, by the way. That's me, by the way.
Also, I got beat by John Cena with his eagly putter. Shout out to Kevin. He kicked my ass. And yeah, that's about it, man. I haven't been playing too much.
Hole in one.
You did. Wait for your turn. You can tell him all about it.
He's a hater.
Wow.
Yes. Well, Ray, did you want to talk about something you did in gaming this?
Sucking as always. I get my ass kicked in golf, but I did get a hole in one, and these bitches didn't. Two, I've been doing a lot of marble snapping. I love that game. But I've been playing Once Human. Shout out to Houston, dude. He put the marble floor on my mansion. We've been playing that. And then I'm playing right now. It's a closed beta game by Shroud, who is a Toronto streamer that streams on Twitch. He's a really huge streamer. He's created a game with some developers called Spectra Divide, and it is a kind of like a 3v3 game that's basically Counter-Strike. I played last night with Jeff, and I had an awesome time playing that game. I can't wait for it to come out. Right now it's keyboard and mouse, but they are going to put in the controllers. But the game is awesome. If you guys can check it out, go for it. It's really cool.
Well, thanks for breaking into my first story there, Ray. But aside from that, I have your hole-in-one here.
Hey, I'm liking this.
So let's all witness Ray the Gaming Cyborg.
Ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, this is SPG.
Yeah, get that bum off.
Hey.
There
now,
we go.
Hey,
there we go. Here we go.
If it's a minute-long clip, Ray's like the last 30
Hey, as
seconds.
a matter of fact, that golfer, my golfer, is called the all-purpose golfer.
Bringing it back.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Hey, look at that hair.
There it is. Oh, wow. You wouldn't think it, but there, the right bounce.
Check it
Go,
out,
Ray,
guys.
go,
Look
Ray.
at how I hold that shaft.
Ray.
Listen, bro.
Wow.
This was pure
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah.
Luck.
GG's, man.
Oh,
Great
Yeah, look at
shot.
this, man.
that was
Dude, yeah,
You
yeah.
blew the devil to get that in, Ray. What? I don't know what you did to him. Sold your
Hey,
soul or played
I
his
want to
fiddle,
mention
but
that. I do want to mention this. It was an excellent shot. Just don't show the score.
Four over.
Wait, a hole in one is a hole in one, and you
Yes,
should
no, it
hold
is.
that. So, GG's to you, good sir. I wanted to bring that up and show it. But what's going on, Mr. Nugs? I see you're on mute, but what have you been gaming on this week? I thought I saw something about Lego Fortnite. I've seen you on the PlayStation as of recent, so let people know what you've been gaming on.
Lego Fortnite, Pinball Effects. Yeah, it's pretty much been the main two that I've been playing right now. I've got a bunch of other games that I'm lining up to just try out and stuff. But yes, I am back on Team PlayStation again, where I shouldn't have left in the first place. But you know, we all make mistakes. But that is about all I've been doing lately.
Well,
And here
like
with you folks.
somebody wise has always told me, play games for the games, don't play them for the consoles. And I think that's a good way to look at it. If you enjoy your experiences in your games, that's where you should be gaming. And now you have more options with PlayStation because they have Xbox, they have PlayStation, and they have PC. So, way to go on that one.
Well, yeah, and I was also trying not to have somebody win the bet on how long it would be before I went back to PlayStation. Damn it, Dorgan.
Well,
So
that we are going to get into our first story, and that is Black Myth Wukong. We have some stories or some reviews released, giving it a score. Right now it's standing at 82. We have the PC version only being reviewed currently, and oh no, Maker went on mute. He was the key to this story. So let's go over some of these reviews. Obviously, great to see 100 out of 100. Martial arts at its finest. They are touting some technical glitches and some bit of hindrance when you're going into the game, but other than that, they're touting that it's got great storytelling, great combat, and it's a good Souls-like without selling its own soul, and I think that's a good description of it. I know Mr. Wilson on the panel is got it pre-ordered alongside myself. What are your expectations? Are you happy to see these reviews? Or are you hindered, or were you just simply ignoring them?
I'm ignoring them. So I think I've told you this earlier this week, bro. I don't have high expectations for this game. I remember when it was first advertised, and it was advertised as an amazing next gen title, but that was years ago, right? And now we're kind of at the point where that next gen is probably what we're expecting across most of the AAAs today. So I don't know how mind-blowing it's going to be in terms of its graphics and its mechanics anymore. Maybe it's going to be on par with what we've currently got, and maybe it is still going to be something a bit different. But more than anything, bro, I'm hyped for this game. I have hype, and that hype isn't like a rational, like, oh, I've seen this about it, and I've seen this about it, and I know it's going to be brilliant. No, I'm just hyped, bro. I love Wukong. I love the mythology. I cannot wait to get my hands into this game, and I love that style of game. So I just can't wait to get my mitts on it, man. I cannot wait to get my mitts on it. I've pre-ordered it, and I even and this is worth bringing up. I don't know if we've got this on the show at all. But just anyone who is a GFN fanatic or anyone who likes access to GFN, but don't always pay for it because of their price. I don't always pay for it because of the price. But alongside my Wukong this week, I also just picked up 6 months of GFN Ultimate because they are currently still 50% off, but it's only for 2 more days. It's until the 18th of this month. So if any of you want to get yourself a GFN membership, now is the time to do it. Now.
Good shout out. Absolutely.
GFN being GeForce Now, the cloud streaming thing.
Yeah, what's
Yes,
going on,
GeForce now.
TBG? Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us here.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't, cause like there's like two Discords. The one is like the cloud and gaming one. The one's the cyborg one. I was like, wait, which one are you guys in? Because it also looked like it was a private call too.
No worries whatsoever. Thanks for joining. We're talking about Black Myth WuKong.
Yeah,
The
it's actually
game
doing
just
pretty good.
released its reviews. Have you seen this game? Is it on your radar at all?
Me personally, not really, just because Concord's gonna take that priority. Because PlayStation guy, PlayStation game, what a shocker. But no, it's a game. Also, I kind of want to see people playing it. Then I'm like, okay, I get a better vibe of it.
Absolutely, I get that. Now Maker isn't here to drop the chaos on this, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do it for him. So here is what's happening. We have the game sitting right now at an 82, and what he brought up before the show was that only PC versions of the game were provided for review, and a lot of them are touting technical difficulties. Now, drawing similarities to other games that release this way with reviews this way, we draw it to Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk didn't release any sort of console versions for reviews, and they only released PC versions for reviews. So
that's not good.
This coming from a brand new studio, hearing about technical difficulties in the reviews, some may draw, and some who wear the hat called Maker of Chaos, who likes to bring, that chaos to the scene, like to say that this could possibly be a Cyberpunk situation of where the game is experiencing a lot of technical difficulties. But I, however, like to dip my hat on the side of optimism, and I hope for the best. All right, sorry, Maker, but we'll get you on the next one. Let's jump into the story Ray was getting into, and we now know that he has a great inside knowledge into this one, so I'll be jumping into his fountain of knowledge on this one. Ray, I hear you were playing Shroud, and this is a new FPS by like you said, a Canadian game streamer.
Toronto. He's from Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
From Toronto. Yes.
I wonder if I know
him. He probably. Who knows? He's been around for quite a while.
Really cool to see somebody who is such a professional in their trade and their craft be a part of the design process and create an experience that could possibly bring FPS and tactical shooters to a new place. However, when I see this type of gameplay, it does seem like the Concords or the other FPS tactical shooters like Valorant.
The 5v5 shooter kind of game.
Yeah, but you got this anime cell block feel. Ray, how did you feel playing it?
It brought me back. So I used to play a lot of Counter-Strike, and if you guys know, you buy your weapons, you got your knife. When you got your knife in your hand, you can actually move faster. But what's really cool about this game, the reason why they call it a Spectra is because you can actually make an image of yourself. So you get like a hockey puck in your hand, and you can toss that hockey puck somewhere, and that's your image. And you can go between the two bodies. So let's say you're running, you see somebody coming, you hit the X button if you're playing on a whatever controller or whatever, and it's or keyboard or mouse. You just hit X on the keyboard and you go right to the body, and then you can you got guns, you got your sidearms, you got explosives, and then you got certain powers. But it's basically, if you play Counter-Strike, this is what it is. But it has such a fresh look to it. I will admit, when I first started playing it, it was hard because people had already started playing it. But then as you start playing it more and more, and as you start leveling up, you got good. So I started winning rounds and stuff. But I had a blast. I think it's going to be a hit. There's a lot of people right now playing it on Twitch. Shroud right now is streaming it on Twitch right now, but it's a fresh game. If this game's free, it's gonna be a hit. It's easy. It's a simple game. It's Counter-Strike. Bombs, A and B. So you play the attacker, you play the defender. So if they plant a bomb, you got to go and you got to defuse the bomb. And so what's cool is that the operators, they all got these different powers. So there's an operator that I can make a wall and I can block bullets from hitting me, and while I'm trying to defuse the bomb. So it's cool. And the grenades ricochet, and you can throw underhand or you can throw underhand. So you can make the bombs just spread everywhere, or you could just toss it at somebody. But weapons, a lot of really cool weapons, upgrades and stuff. Awesome game. I like it. I really like this game.
Well, keep it on your radar. This may be a new one to get into. Check it out. Wishlisted on Steam, and yes, it'll be free to play. So that's cool. Thanks for giving us the insight on that one.
Can I say something about this?
Yeah, absolutely, Jim. Yeah.
So like the main mechanic of this game is that you can split your body into two, and you can teleport between those two bodies.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a really interesting mechanic, and that's basically the core mechanic of the game. But let's say Spectre Divide does really well, lots of players and stuff, because everyone really likes this mechanic. I can see Riot Games adding this as a class in Valorant, where you can have one hero that can just literally split into two and do the exact same thing, but instead of being a core mechanic, it will just be a hero ability. So it kind of like...
So the Fortnite effect, essentially.
Yeah, but the only thing though, Valorant's gonna charge you $100 for a blue gun,
exactly,
$50 for some fucking pants. Shroud, he said on his stream, he ain't even gonna. They're not the devs. Are not, you know. This is not about like grabbing money like a Riot game. Riot Games, they go out for the money in your pocket. This is something he wanted to, do that's like a Valorant, that's like a Counter-Strike, that's like an Apex and all those other games. But I don't think you're gonna, is it gonna be prices and stuff for upgrades? Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be like really
hey Ray,
like $100 or $50. But I've already upgraded and unlocked some really cool stuff, and I didn't have to pay for it. Plus, it has Twitch drops. I already got all 3 of the Twitch drops that are really cool. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Dorgon's in the chat, and he wants to know, it's Counter-Strike, question mark. Isn't Ray the same person who blasted Concord for being Overwatch?
Ooh, good question, man.
All right, well, we'll give Ray...
Can I just say something real quick? Everything's a ripoff of something. Everything's a ripoff of something else. Let's be real. The game industry's originality went out with the
some are better than others.
True.
Yeah, I like the way SVG puts it.
That's the first thing you say.
Hold on. Can I answer the Dorgon though?
Yeah.
Yes.
The one thing that and that is true. It is a game compared to another game, but the one thing though is Spectra is something that I've never seen before, going between the two bodies like that. I've never seen that in any like type of game like that. Overwatch, I played, and it's a group, you team up, it's the same, like, it's the same. Sorry. And that's just my opinion, but I had fun playing Concord with Rudigs. I actually had fun. Not seeing Concord as a bad game. It is similar to Overwatch.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. Oh no, someone's enjoying a game I don't enjoy. I'm dying. Slowly.
Yeah, but we need at least 40,000 people to enjoy Concord on the daily.
I had fun. I had fun. It's Overwatch.
I mean, it's like name to another party. We need this. Come on.
No, I just mean for a game like that to survive, it really needs to see those kind of numbers in this day and age for it to have the legs to go on to new seasons.
Counter-Strike, you didn't have duality. You couldn't go between two bodies. This is why this game is different. It's unique. I can throw my my clone somewhere, and if I die and I know that they're gonna go to a certain area, I can reappear there and take them out. So game just, I mean, it's just, I like innovating stuff, and the game does have something that's new.
I have a quick
Yeah.
question about the clone. When you throw that grenade thing you said, and you get a clone, what does the clone do? Does it just stand there, like when you're not controlling?
It stands there. It just waits, and you
Okay.
can all you gotta do is hit a button. Yeah, they can kill your clone. That's the cool part about it. If they kill your clone, you cannot respawn into that clone. So, and that's what some of the strategy is kill everybody or take out their clone.
It's an
'Cause you
interesting
get
mechanic. It's a very
Yeah.
interesting mechanic.
Because if you can get into your clone, you can. Hey, I was defusing a bomb, and the guy took me out, and I was like, "Damn it!" But I had my clone, so I got back into my clone. I went a whole back route. He didn't see. He was waiting for me to come somewhere else, but I put my clone somewhere where they didn't know that I was gonna go to a different area. And I came around and I got that guy from behind. He didn't even see me coming, and I was able to defuse the bomb and win that round. So this game, there's so many tactical things that you could do with your clone, and protect your other clones as well. So people were protecting my clone so it wouldn't get hit. So boom, there you go.
Yeah, but like Jem says, this is something I could see a hero introducing as a special ability. Even I could see COD introducing, some sort of quantum teleport drone or something like that.
They could introduce board, right?
I hope they don't rip them off completely, but I hope this foundation is enough to bring him into the forefront, because shout out to anyone from Canada. We all rep each other, so go Canadians.
Dorgon, your portal. I had something like your portal. It was called the Wii U. So there you go. All right. All right.
Well, no, there's other games that have similar things to it.
To be fair,
Darksiders 2 had a game where you could split off into 2 or 3 people as well. But I think if the whole shooter is based around this and everyone has this ability, it could be ripped off by an Overwatch or whatever, so one individual person could have it. But this still introduces, it's kind of like finals. If this is a major mechanic in the game, just one little change like that really can make a PvP game feel different and feel novel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
But again, I feel like, just one aspect is a hard sell to build the entire game off of.
Agree.
But you never know. People get hyped off of different things, and people draw themselves to different things.
If this mechanic is successful, it will be copied and cloned so many times. So
yes, exactly. But let's move on. As we are talking about cloning and recycled, for how do I say? Why did I just draw a blank? What is this game called? Forza. Jesus.
Okay.
Why couldn't I read that? Forza. I'm having a brain aneurysm right here. Horizon 5 is coming to PlayStation 5 soon. There are no active plans for Starfield yet. Wow,
is this confirmed or is this rumored?
Listen, this is definitely a rumor that is circulating. But this is what we're hearing, that there will be a new game coming from Xbox coming over to PlayStation. There's been multiple rumbles in the gaming and tech news Discord that we got going on here. So I wanted to bring it up. People are speculating Forza Horizon as the newest big one to come through. I know, Maker, you've been keeping tabs on this one. They're saying it's not going to be Starfield 1. Do you think that this is just completely rumors, or do you actually think we're going to be seeing a new Xbox published game come to the PlayStation in the next month or so?
I don't know if in the next month or so, but to me, there's been conflicting reports, because some insiders are saying that Forza Horizon 5 is being announced next week at Gamescom, and then other people are saying that it's not getting announced next week. But they don't either deny or say that the game is coming out on PlayStation in eventuality. So to me, them not denying that it's coming means that it's probably in the works to come to PlayStation, which, in my opinion, I think should be good, because I believe that there is quite a solid racing community on PlayStation. And if that gets if that gets people interested in the Forza series, you know, I think that could potentially like get audience and a new audience basically for
Well, Maker, I
franchise.
heard actually this morning. Now it's supposedly Indiana Jones also coming Q1 next year to PlayStation as well.
All the people saying that are not from reputable insiders, and I don't
know it's
believe
just
any
like
of that.
it's rumored everything. This is going to PlayStation. This is going to PlayStation. Your mother's going to PlayStation. Mom, why are you there?
Every pony needs a wrestler.
Just
Exactly,
to
right?
clarify on these rumors, though,
Yeah.
there was a reliable source who commented on it. There's two different aspects of these rumors. Some people are talking about, because Gamescom is due next week, there will be an Xbox game announced for PlayStation 5, and that's where we're drawing the conclusion that it's going to be announced very shortly. However, there was also a reliable insider. I don't know his name, but that's what he's listed as in a few articles as XTAS1S. And he said that he was less certain it would be announced at Gamescom, but he insisted that Forza Horizon specifically will be released on PlayStation in the next few months. And all this off the back of earlier this year, we did see Microsoft saying that they are going to be sharing their games in this type of way to create a bigger profit for themselves. Then yeah, it's definitely believable. I think it's important though. We'll probably find out a lot more what's to come at Gamescom next week. Even if there's no true confirmations, they'll probably suggest a lot more, which will give us more information on this. You know.
Phil Spencer's gonna come out with a PlayStation shirt on and say, "We're going third party, bitches."
Well, those are the rumors, and those are the
There was
rumbles.
ones
So
of the
perhaps
Halo 1 remaster coming to PlayStation. There's ones of the Gears of War collection coming to PlayStation. And like I said, man, everything's coming to PlayStation except for State of Decay 2 and 3. The only games I give a shit about.
Well, Yep.
I would say I would definitely expect more Xbox games coming along the way, but as to like what types of games, I think it does feel like they're testing that waters, because like to me, I think Halo would be a good one for them to drop, like live service games in general, because a bigger audience means that the games are going to survive longer. So we'll see what they do. Like Forza Horizon 5, to me, it makes sense, but at the same time, it's a little weird.
Well, because is it not even the latest Forza game?
No, it was Forza Motorsport's the new one. Yeah.
But Horizon 5 was the big trendy one that they released a couple of years ago. That's kind of been a flagship of
I think
Microsoft.
that's the one that had the
is their
holiday
most popular one.
DLC and all that.
I think it makes sense because it was a flagship of Game Pass, and now because it's no longer the most current Forza, even though it's still well respected and well known across Game Pass users, it's a good branch to share. Do you know what I mean? It still looks like they're giving something really great, whereas Xbox has already had its fun with it and attention with it.
Yeah, they're like, hey, with peaked in sales, now we can just put it on whatever we want it.
Yeah, it's had its Xbox attention, but and now it's slowly getting less attention. They're going to go, okay, what can we do to rejudge this? And that's probably why they're using this one instead of something else like a Starfield, or an Indiana Jones, which still is going to get more and more attention as they release and as their DLCs release.
Well, a friend of mine, he was like, "Oh, why won't Starfield come?" Like, because the DLC is going to throw everything into kind of like. I imagine when Starfield comes to PlayStation, because I do think it's coming to PlayStation, it's going to be Starfield, the complete edition. So, yeah, that's my thoughts.
That makes sense.
I want more on
That's
PlayStation now.
Well, if you want more PlayStation, we're moving on with the news, and I thought something fun would be to go around the table and see Amazon Prime Video orders multiple PlayStation IPs to be announced at Gamescom's opening night. And we have a little picture here of Astrobot. So I wanted to go around and ask everyone and say what would be your ideal PlayStation IP to get turned into an Amazon show. And we'll start with Callie.
Oh, that's what you meant. Turned into an Amazon show. I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, so that's what's happening.
Awesome.
And we're going to see an announcement on Gamescom, and we should all put it in I Was Right to see which PlayStation IP is going to get made into a show. But let's go around and see everyone's prediction or everyone's. I want to see everyone's ideal or favorite situation. So we'll start with Callie.
That's a tough one. I would start with Kingdom Hearts. Because I know there was a series that was supposed to come way back when, but that is Disney, so I don't think that would be on Amazon.
Yeah.
But another one would probably be I could see a Final Fantasy show happening because that's a really big IP.
True. Nice. Wilson, what would be your ideal IP to see made into
Now,
a
I'm
show?
sure no one's going to mention this, but I think Spider-Man would do great on the big screen. No. Do you know? I've got two. There was one that I played very recently, God of War. I don't think that's had any adaptations, and I would love to see that on the screen. I loved the game, and I would love to
All
get
right,
more
well, you
chances
get
to see
one.
more
You
adaptions
get
of
one.
that.
There's a lot of
But
people.
I'll
That's
bring
it.
in one,
That's it.
one other one.
That's it.
Infamous.
Oh, you can't
The
take
Infamous
two.
series.
There's limited
Took
people.
two. Took two. What are you gonna do?
Well, okay,
I,
to be
I
fair,
should,
Jeff.
I
God
should
of War,
probably.
Wow.
God of War is one of the shows they have ordered from Sony before this rumor.
Well,
But
Jeff.
that's
God of
what
War.
this thing works
Nice.
for a while.
I wanted to kind of clarify something. I believe
Yeah.
this rumor was based off of another article that came out recently. That was that Prime Video is working on a new show with Amazon, or well, Prime Video is Amazon, but apparently, according to sources, that they're working on an adult animated anthology called Secret Level, and in it says details are scarce, but Amazon Games' New World, Spelunky, and PlayStation titles are rumored to be among the games and IP featured in the series. So it's more so like a series about gaming, and that there will be PlayStation IP in it.
Mm.
All right then. Well,
It's not like a
way to
strict
put a
series.
pooper on my guessing game there, Maker.
Well, no,
Sorry.
we can still go around and, like, say, hey, what if you were in charge of Amazon?
Is there a point now, though?
I can
Maker
share the
Maker
link
saw
if you want.
the carousel and he went and he unplugged it.
I wanted to stop while you guys were ahead because I was like, I don't know. Because that's the same dude.
Show, damn it.
There's a reason why I typically don't share articles that person releases, because he's also the one that said the thing about Indiana Jones. And
yeah. That's fine. We had some fun there while we did.
I posted the Twitter thread in the chat if you want to.
I mean, come on, guys. You tell me you don't want a Sly Cooper show or a Jack and Daxter or a Ratchet and Clank one? Come on, Amazon.
I know.
Just saying, man.
It'd be good. I'm upset they canceled the Horizon show. I thought that would have been good.
Well, did you actually know there was a Ratchet and Clank TV show in the works? It was made by the same studio that did the movie, and then it got canceled. But there was like a pilot episode put out there.
They need to do Elden Ring anime.
The rumor is right now that they're Netflix is eyeing Elden Ring.
I'm sure anyone
for some kind of adaptation
who does it. Anyways. Well, we digress. I wanted to talk about Sony seemingly leaks PC port for Red Dead Redemption in the PS Store as a listing. So this is absolutely crazy that a leak for a PC game would be dropped on PlayStation 4. I wanted to give it up to the panel, though, to give a brief talk and maybe some feelings on this one. Jem, I know you brought this up a little bit backstage. Will you be jumping to get into the first Red Dead on PC? And are you excited to mod it up?
I'm excited. I want to say that back in May, one of the data miners who normally data mines Red Dead stuff, he data mined the Rockstar launcher, and he saw that there was a Red Dead 1 remaster coming to PC back in May. You can still find these articles right now. And since then, we haven't heard anything until PlayStation Store had the exact same wording as what Rockstar Launcher had as well. So, I mean, at this point, there's been 2 official leaks. And like it's definitely coming at some point. I don't know when, but I'm excited. A lot of people are excited. I mean, people have literally installed the Xbox 360 emulator just to play Red Dead and nothing else, and I know those people would love to just buy it officially from the store on PC.
And mod it, bring all those textures right up there. SPG, I'm sure your holster is burning on this one. What do you think of Red Dead 1 releasing on PC, and does that interest you, or are you more in the camp of Gems people he was talking about and just emulating it?
Well, here's the thing. It is fantastic to get Red Dead in the hands of more people because the Red Dead franchise is a great IP. But the overall thing is they're 7 years too late. They're like 5 to 7 years too late on this boat, man. Because the reason I say that is because you take these older titles that people have missed, and you know, even if you put different textures on them and stuff, they're dated. Like the horses, okay? The horses resemble cows more than horses in Red Dead 1. They just do. They just do. So for me, putting like hundreds and hundreds of hours into Red Dead 2 and then going back to Red Dead 1, it's going to feel a little lifeless. It's because it came out a decade before. It's just the way it is. I would love to see Red Dead Redemption 20th anniversary or 30th anniversary and have them remake 1 into 2. You almost get that in the epilogue anyway. That's how I would like to experience the game. Play through Red Dead 2 and then all the way through 1, and that's kind of my dream. But it is fantastic that PC players will finally be able to experience Red Dead 1 and Undead Nightmare, because that was a fantastic addition to the original game.
So good.
Yeah.
Wicked. I wanted to get to the 2 sports guys. That's right, the 2 defenders. I wanted to get your take on this one, and we'll start with Vet here. How do you feel about Mr. Nicolas Cage starring as John Madden in the upcoming movie of Madden NFL?
That's stupid.
What? You don't like it?
No, I don't mind the movie. What I do mind is the actor that they chose. There are far more better people to pick than how much food is he going to eat to get to the size of Madden? Like that's an awful choice. That's a money grab that they just chose him so they could get people to go see it and make it relevant.
Hey man, maybe
is Nicolas Cage a moneymaker anymore? He's been right to video shit lately.
No. What I mean by that is they're using his name, the name Nicolas Cage. That's it.
Hey, he was Superman.
Hey, when you think of Nicolas Cage, you think of Matt. Get it right.
Okay. Hello.
He's not a national. Look, he's not a national treasure. This is a stupid idea.
He's in National Treasure.
Yeah, he literally is National Treasure 1, 2, and 3.
So
we'll get to Ray.
So guys, I don't know if you remember the movie called The Whale with Brendan Fraser, who won an award. He won lots of awards, but they made him extremely good.
Wow.
Google, thank you, Bet. They made him extremely large, so with makeup, mask, and anything, you can make anybody fat or whatever.
Wasn't that movie called The Whale? Right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that movie called The Whale?
It was called The Whale. So you know what? I'm open to it. You know, you guys forget, but Nicolas Cage, man, you guys forget The Rock. You guys forget some of the movies that he played in the past. I'll see. You know, I'll see.
The Rock is not a sports movie, dude. You can't compare that.
Robert. Excuse me. Hold on. I'm talking. Robert Downey Jr. didn't play as a superhero when he first started out, did he?
No,
he didn't.
But that doesn't.
So he's not. So now he's playing Iron Man. He's playing Doom. So
no, but Christian Bale played a boxer, right? I mean, you can. That's what actors do.
Yeah, they pretend. They make believe.
Here's the problem I have.
Will do
the best that this will do is it will make right around the budget, and it will not do very. I'm guessing it's gonna bottom out. No one's gonna. This is stupid.
Okay, let's be real. Who the fuck wants to see a movie about John Madden?
So anyway, just so you guys know, I've met John Madden because he used to live out in here in the Bay Area. He lived in Danville.
Is this an actual movie? Well, here's the thing: is this an actual movie, or is this like a biography about him, about his life?
Probably a movie if they're hiring an actor.
Well, I hope it's dead on arrival then.
Well,
hey man, there are some good sports movies out there like Moneyball. To be fair, and when I heard they casted Brad Pitt, I was like, really? To play Billy?
I mean,
fair, man.
I mean, vet. I know you used to Bobby Buffet. What's that guy? Bobby Boutte or whatever, the water boy.
Buffet.
All right, guys.
Are we talking
My name is Bobby Boucher.
I'm moving on swiftly into
Let's
the
clear
Abdullah Oblongata.
Here's a great way to clear the room.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next topic. Here we have Meta says Grand Theft Auto San Andreas VR has been put on hold indefinitely. This is sad to see, especially because that would have been an epic experience to have on the VR headset, going into the Grand Theft Auto world, stealing cars, driving around. I mean, how could it possibly have worked? It would have been ridiculously cool. It would have got me to put on the headset, that's for sure.
Rudix, do you really think Rockstar's making a fucking VR game? They're too busy making Grand Theft Auto 6.
But this was about 3 years ago. Meta put it into the works, and unfortunately, it's not coming to light anytime soon. And now they've announced that they're going to be putting it on hold. So that's really sad to see. Anyone here have anything from San Andreas they would like to do in VR? And we'll start with Callie, because I know you have a headset. If you were in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, what would you do in VR?
Man. See, what I would like to do, they don't have in GTA, and that's like rob banks and stuff, so I guess we'd be robbing convenience stores.
The Cluckin' Clucker, right?
Yeah.
That's what they called it. You can go in and rob that.
Yeah, exactly.
Jem's got it there in the chat. That's what I was alluding to.
I was gonna say what I would want to do is punch smack Big Smoke every time he says you just missed you're on the wrong side of the track mission when you fail. I want to fucking punch him every time. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna fail the mission to beat your fat ass up.
So there was never any gameplay or no release window. There was just the announcement, and now we have the announcements. It's put on hold as they're going to focus on other projects. My assumption is GTA 6 is all hands on deck at this point as they're coming up to their launch 1 year out. Come on. I wanted this
all hands on deck is more desirable.
Yeah.
But don't be surprised if you hear early next year the release date for Grand Theft Auto 6.
There is a GTA 5 mod for VR.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you really want to try out, you could just do that.
You can get into GTA 5, the new one, so then you can rob banks. But my doom and gloom and AI story for the week
darn.
is going to be based on AI, and Mr. Wilson brought this up before the show, and essentially this is semi-horrifying and semi the Matrix is about to start. And what happened here is on Tuesday, a Tokyo-based AI research firm, Sakana AI, announced a new AI system called the AI Scientist. So it attempted to conduct some scientific research autonomously using AI language models, similar to ChatGPT. However, during the test, Sakana found that its system began to unexpectedly attempting to modify its own experimental code to extend the time it had to work on the problem. So here we have AI going in and changing its very own code to achieve an objective. Essentially, the birth of the Matrix has happened on Tuesday, guys. Wanted to give it up to the panel. How does everyone feel? Are you going to take the blue or red pill? Do you think this is why we see phone booths disappearing at a rapid pace? What's going on, guys? I'll jump into Mr. Wilson for bringing up this article.
Mate, it's just crazy to see. I think it's crazy to see. And if you even scroll down the article, they have screenshots of the code that it was rewriting for itself. It's insane. And yeah, it's only the fact. So what it was rewriting its timeout timer. So it was only given so long to do these equations. And they say in the article that instead of realizing it's getting close to its deadline, so it starts and trying to be either more efficient with its equations or trying to do them faster, it said, okay, I'm running out of time. What do I do? I'll just give myself more time. So it went in, started to try and rewrite its own timeout timer so it could stay active for longer. And that's crazy, right?
That's called changing the rules on the fly. That's what that's called.
And listen, okay, so AI is only as smart as what we teach it, and it does need monitoring as we work with it. And this isn't even a conscious AI, right? This is just something doing things that it's been told to do, and it's learning its way through doing it. But as it learns to do it, it finds the little hacks that we find in real life, right? Like turn the sunglass timer around, and no one will notice. And when it starts to become a bit more serious, if it ever starts to become a bit more serious, what could that look like? What could that look like? Could that be, for example, your home robot that does all the dishes and does the cooking? Well, it doesn't turn itself off at night because it thinks, oh, well, actually, I could just, the wall they wanted me to demolish in the floor plan for 3 months from now, I will do that now. And next thing you know, you wake up to a robot tearing your wall down. That's just a random example. But what could that entail? What could it entail? Who knows? It's crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. The world of AI is getting out of hand. But the pioneer of AI said this earlier this year, if not last year. It's out of hand.
The crazy part is that AI is going to be able to look at its own code, go, oh, that's dumb, that slows me down, that's inefficient, let's get rid of that.
It's
and
becoming
not only that,
self-aware.
They're going to be able to repair themselves, not just code, but physically as well. The future doesn't have to be bleak, but this could make it that way. AI is coming for everything. Everyone's job.
I'm just telling you,
it is.
It's not going to be long until AI is like, man, the real problem here is the humans. I need to get rid of the humans.
Well,
and then James Cameron gets stand on top of the mountain and say, I fucking told ya!
You know how much more the world would be efficient without these organics?
The humans are dead.
No, man, it's crazy stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. AI writing its own code, becoming self-aware. End times are here, and it happened on August 14th, so that was the last day. AI was essentially.
Hey, can I get the Last of Us Part 3 before the world ends, please?
When real AI is born and it's way more intelligent than any human on the planet, they're going to be able to design things that seem like science fiction, and they're going to be able to improve on things we've already done, and it'll seem like science fiction. I believe the future is going to be very strange.
Oh yeah. Don't be surprised, man.
We'll be strapped in.
Some of you people, according to some of you people, I ain't got launched, so I don't have to worry about it.
What do you just gotta make it to 2045, Ray, and then you can transfer your brain into a computer.
I'm old man.
Hey, we all know who the first person who's gonna do that. We all know the first person who's gonna transfer their brain. Disney. They're finally gonna pull them out of the freezer. Okay, Mr. Disney, it's time.
All right. Well,
idea. They're not gonna do that.
We are marking the day. AI is now writing itself and leave it up to the people, the AI
I'm just
scientists
gonna say,
in
man,
Tokyo.
we're in a Discord server called Cyborg City. Just saying. Did they already take over?
I want to say this clear. None of us are disparaging our AI overlords. That is all.
Yes. Yes, we welcome you with open arms.
I want to welcome our AI overlords. Please do not
Open,
hurt me.
useful arms, I swear. But let's
I'm
move on
disparaging them.
to the next one. And I wanted to give everyone a heads up in case you didn't know. Now you know. Guess what's coming up, because I never knew this existed before. This is Gamescom, and it is a huge event that runs 5 days. Based
Did you only
in-
realize this when I mentioned this earlier in the show?
What?
When
Wait a
Maker
minute.
posted in Gaming and Tech News, I was like, "What is Gamescom, and why is Jeff Keighley hosting
It's
everything? Could
essentially
they not
your
find anyone
E3.
else?"
Every time.
What?
They did it opening night live last year
They've been doing
too.
a show for a while. Like I think
Yeah.
at least the last 4 years.
Yeah, but they didn't do it last year, and before
They
that,
did do it
I
last
own.
year.
No, they
Yeah,
didn't.
they
I think
did.
it was canceled last year.
No, they
Yeah,
did it
like
last
I
year.
remember that one particular year because that was the same year that he made the announcement that Insomniac got bought by Sony as the
Yeah, it
news
took
was
place last
breaking
year.
online.
All right. Well, we're human, and we're allowed not to know things. This is how people learn.
I thought you were.
All
That's
right.
why you were a gamer. You're supposed
I
to
am.
know.
I beat games. I don't watch conferences where people talk about games that are going to be delayed and come out in 3 years from now.
I actually
that's
heard
just
that you're
one-
Yeah,
a
they've
huge
had-
sports fan who
I
only
mean,
plays
GTA
games from
6.
the franchise. Isn't that true?
That's just one,
Sorry,
that's just
sorry.
One game that's getting delayed until February of next year. Come on now, we all know that.
So
Exactly, man.
Gamescom
opening night
is
live-
coming. Yeah, go for it.
Oh,
Go
sorry,
for it.
sorry. Opening Night Live has been they've been doing that since 2019.
Well, there we go. Fairly new. And when 2019 happened, I was completely shut into one of our favorite places. Cue noise. I gotta put this on my favorite spot. So I didn't really know anything for the past three years in there, except what happened on Stadia. So it's cool. It's exciting to see. Obviously, there's going to be 5 days of a lot of games. Xbox is going to be there, and they're bringing the heat with Bethesda, 2K, and more. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of other developers there that we're going to see.
Well, it's not even like the sorry. Rumor is supposed to be like towards the end of this month. We're supposed to get the official confirmation of a PlayStation event. So, just saying, this might be a
Are you
busy
saying-
time for us gamers.
PlayStation is going to have its own event at Gamescom.
No, the rumor is right now they're supposed to have some kind of September event. Hey, man.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. They do that all the time.
Exactly, man. We're always waiting for the next event because I want the demo.
It's not you, it's me.
Last year, PlayStation did a September event too, I believe.
Yep.
Do we have confirmed games though? I feel like that's definitely worth bringing up if we do.
Yes. So thanks for keeping me on track there, Wilson.
Confirmed games for,
Appreciate it.
Gamescom?
A big one for Wilson. Batman: Arkham Shadow. I know how much you've been enjoying the Batman series.
Okay. Can I give my little hot take on Batman? I won't go on a big massive spiel, but just
Yes,
Batman's
discuss
Arkham
old
Asylum.
games. Hey,
No,
David, discuss
one
old
thing.
games and old mechanics.
Yeah,
Batman's
explain
Arkham
what we
Asylum.
already know.
Batman's Arkham Asylum does not live up today. The only people it probably lives up for are people who played it when it first came out, and it's nostalgic too. But today it is boring and repetitive, and the only thing good about it is it's plotline. Done. That was all I wanted to say. All right, moving back on to
And
Gamescom.
that was his AI response, folks. No one cares. Just ignore everything that he just said.
So we're also going to see Starship Troopers Extermination. So is this a add-on? Are they expanding to the Starship Troopers, Callie, or is this a brand new game?
No, this will be the actual release, and they're gonna have story as well with what's his name returning as oh, why am I drawing a blank?
MPH?
Rico, yes, there you go.
Oh.
Rico
From
Law?
the first
No?
movie.
Oh,
yeah, so they're
nice.
doing a single player campaign alongside the multiplayer one, and the full game's getting released.
Yes.
There you go. So that'll be exciting for the Starship Troopers fans. We also have Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Sonic X Shadow Generations, and you know, I've been thinking of getting into another Sonic game. It's been a little while. Frontiers was a
I'd rather
nice
fucking
touch,
play a new
but
Dragon Ball game.
Well, I know one game that's going to be there, and this makes me very sad, and I want to cry because I have to wait till February of next year. Warhorse, but Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has been delayed until February of 2025.
Do you think we may see anything at Gamescom about them?
Yes.
Still,
Oh,
though?
yeah. They're gonna blast that game. We're gonna see 20 new minutes. We're gonna see combat, and we're gonna see some of the NPCs and some of the changes they've made to their systems. So it's gonna be exciting, but we have to wait longer for it, which sucks. I hate waiting.
Hey,
yeah, go for
sorry
it, Ray.
for hurting you on that one there, SPG.
What's up, Ray?
So we can't forget the indies. There's a game that's on their list, and it's called the Born List, and it's an indie company from Poland. This game looks scary. I like the graphics. I can't wait.
Real?
Shut up, Vet. Take your medicine. I can't wait. Can't wait for this to check it out.
But you guys
Not
are
cool
forgetting
game.
about the game that will get 1,000 weeaboos in line for a game. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And of course, everyone says nothing.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Am I
Dragon
the
Ball
only Dragon Ball
Z
fan here?
gamer, but I know that it garners a lot of attention. That's why they have it there. People are excited and pumped for it. There's also the Monster Hunter Wilds, Marvel Rivals, which has got so many people excited for the whole key debate, whether those keys were even real or not. Wilson will tell us.
Goodness, I never got into it. If you check the chat here, by the way, Rue, there's a tweet from the Gamescom official page on X, and they've got a list of all their updated partners who will be there. So even if they don't have announced games yet, this is all the partners who've said that they will be there doing something.
Is Sony going to be there?
Well, no, Sony's not.
Sony's not on this list, no.
I'm curious when Sony's supposed to announce the release date for.
Well,
Yeah.
Sony hasn't been to Gamescom in like the past 5 years.
And they just did the Tokyo Game Show, and they announced what 9
I don't think Tokyo Game Show was
exclusives?
since September.
Tokyo Game Show hasn't come out yet. No.
Or what
Yeah,
was the
it's in
game show
September.
they were just at? And they released like 9
They were
games.
at some kind
Oh,
of
that was the
China
Hero Project.
Yeah.
The China Hero Project.
Yeah.
SPG, I've just found out on opening night, Kingdom Come Deliverance is going to be we're going to be seeing from them on opening night.
They've got a big they've got a big reveal. They're gonna basically display their whole game. They're probably still polishing or whatever, but most of everything is in it, and they're gonna be just showing so much of it. It just sucks that I have to wait till February now for another great single player RPG.
Yeah.
So
maybe more in the
78
meantime.
78 different exhibitors. Just a
Yeah.
massive amount of people. This is going to
Yes.
be
There we go.
a huge
And you think you want to
event.
tell us
Sweet Baby
E3
Inc. will be represented.
It's the biggest event in
When
Europe.
you click on the
for gaming.
games, man. Oh my
for
god,
gaming.
the games that they're covering is cool.
I wanted to clarify something that they actually, Jeff Keighley actually an hour ago announced another game that's going to be shown.
Oh.
What game's that? What
I
game
put
is that?
in. It is Little Nightmares 3.
Yes.
First
Nice.
brand new trailer.
Hey, do you have
Right,
the?
we saw
maybe on
the preview for that one. A couple
Yeah, it was a
days ago.
tease, I believe.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah,
See, Jeff Keighley, much as people could give him shit, he's keeping us entertained with all this news.
Let's not give him the credit. I mean, he's just.
Hey,
the best.
man,
Let's
I
not
want to give the
him
guy
the
a
credit.
solid
Come
round
on,
of applause.
Come on.
The man's basically kept the spirit of E3 alive for a while.
Oh, is Ubisoft
Yeah, he's
going
kept,
to be
he's
there?
kept the
Oh, yeah.
living cringe alive.
You know what?
Yeah,
I-
how
I-
well has he
damn,
been
I-
paid for all of these events? I'm curious. I am curious.
You know what?
To
I
be the
agree.
face of
There's a whole
gaming,
list.
for
I
you,
agree.
because he
I
kind of
agree
is
with
one of the
PlayStation
faces of
gamer.
gaming.
I agree.
Yeah.
What
I
were you
don't
saying?
get quite. I'm not sure why he's hosting all these events. Maybe that's just where he is in his career.
Well, from what I understand, he's
I
like
put him in the same category as I do Todd Howard. Tell me sweet little lies, baby.
No.
And then, hey guys, just remember Game Awards season this year. You know, there's always trailers there too.
Yeah. So, and they even have their own award show. So I wonder what kind of awards
Yeah,
they'll
that's
be
the Game
giving
Awards.
out. What do you mean?
They'll be giving Sweet Baby Inc. Game of the Year just to piss off everyone.
But yes,
Suicide
that's going to
Squad,
be
kill the
coming
Justice
up
League.
over the next week. We'll be sure to cover it and let everybody know what's coming out of there. All right, moving on over to see if I have. Oh, this one I wanted to talk a little bit about. Open Universe Sandbox Survival Game For the Stars is announced for PS5, Xbox, and PC. For the Stars comes from the ARC publisher Snail. And to me, when I saw this game, really gave me vibes of No Man's Sky, except a realistic sort of Starfield look to it. So we're either getting a mix of Starfield and No Man's Sky or a crappier version of both. But hey, the people behind ARC have made great communities and huge spanning games, so I definitely feel like they're capable of this one. Yeah, I just wanted to bring it to
ARC,
people's
the dinosaur
attention.
game. That's
Yeah.
who are responsible for making this.
Yeah.
Well, the
Nice,
only worry,
nice.
a big worry that I have is that studio consistently delays games. Like Arc 2 was supposed to release, I think, like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's still like getting pushed back.
I'm okay with that though, because Arc 2 is a revolution on what they made in the first place, and if they're going to try and do something so different, I'd rather them take time to get it right, you know? And like, again with this,
Yeah,
this is incredibly different to what they've made, so I'd rather them take the time to make sure that they get this dialed in. Take examples from No Man's Sky, take examples from Starfield, and take the years it takes to refine them, and even maybe wait for the technology. Who knows?
I'm just not a fan of like giving a release date and then pushing it back year after year after year. I mean, yeah,
I do get that.
I mean, a lot of people criticize other games for doing the same. So
You got to make money though, and I feel like that's a strategy for them to get another round of fundraising. Like, unfortunately, I think that may be a symptom of just how these companies work. They're like, yeah, it's coming out this quarter. We need more money for this run. And then they're like, oh, well, it's delayed to make it better. So we need another round of funding.
But development in the way they structure some of this stuff, they're well into development sometimes for up to 10 years. Tech changes so fast during that time. So,
like in 10 years, Arkham Asylum's been made obsolete, you know?
Oh, you're looking for a fight.
You're already fighting with Dorgon in
Dorgon's frontal
chat.
lobe just fired off.
I'm sorry, bro. That was uncalled for.
Regardless, I feel like this is a cool, ambitious project, and I like the feel of it. I think No Man's Sky with that realistic Starfield touch to it could make for an amazing game. And I'm for it, but if No Man's Sky's taught me anything, I may not be around for year one. Maybe come in at year two.
If there's anything the game industry can learn, is sometimes you just gotta buckle down and just get the game finished, even if it launches in a bad state. Don't just let it be stuck in that state.
Absolutely.
Well, we can all cross our
Dorgon is
fingers
right.
for Star Citizen's final release.
In 2040, right?
Well, thanks for hanging out with us this week. What has everyone got going on? Let everybody know, and we'll shut it down here for the week. And until next week on the download, we'll be here at the same bat time. Watch out for that bat signal, because it'll be a bat-themed episode. Callie, what do you got going on?
Tonight I shall be streaming some Starship Troopers, so come on down and join in on the bug killing and do your part.
Nice, nice. And Mr. Wilson, what do you got going on?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm playing Red Dead 2 at the minute, but actually, no, you know what I've got going on. I'm just waiting like you are. I'm waiting 4 more days. 4 more days.
Yeah,
I'm ready for it. I'm
WuKong.
ready for it. Mhm.
Yeah. I think it's going to do well. I think, and I wanted to touch on the reviews. I don't think I brought up this point, but the reason why it's scoring a bit lower right now could be because this is the first game coming from this studio. And I think people aren't trying to kiss this studio's ass like they do certain other studios where they review games. Starfield getting 9 and 10 out of 10s.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So I think there's an absolutely grain or kilo of salt you have to take with all these reviews, but it is some sort of indicator of where the game is, and I think above 80 is good to see. But yeah, that's my one take on it.
Yeah, above 80 for your first game, that's pretty damn good in my book.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anyone would argue that except Maker.
No, it's good. I think it depends on what you're looking for, right? Like for me, when I like to read the reviews and to see that there's technical issues where I just dealt with Flintlock having technical issues and crashing. I kind of don't want to go through that, like fighting a boss and crashing.
Oh yeah,
Rue
no,
was in a good mood.
Xbox.
Why would you bring that up?
Oh, let's see if Flintlock's on GFN.
Hey, you brought Batman. You brought Batman into this, okay?
Let's check live.
Let's be fair, let's be fair here. Batman was obscure the minute Spider-Man came out.
No, only the Steam PC digital version. But what is available is Nine Souls. Oh my god, you got to play this if you haven't played it. It is so good. But let's keep moving on. Jem, what are you up to? What's going on?
So next week there's actually 2 more great games that are coming out aside from Black Myth WuKong that I'm looking forward to. On 22nd there's Skull and Bones on Steam. On 23rd there's Concord coming out. And there's another game called Harem Branch Life.
While you're at it, Ray, highlight Raw Men again, please.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Concord. I really think that's not one you should be missing out on. But what do you got going on, Maker?
It's gonna be. I'm trying to beat Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League because I got it for free. I want to at least say I beat the story. And probably more Final Fantasy 14. Maybe Black Myth Wukong if you guys convince me, but we'll see.
We've convinced you. Don't pretend.
We'll see. What will convince him is that first day in the chat where we're like this.
If you're showing off
100%.
And then it's like, oh, we're so ahead, and then he's gonna be like, oh yeah, hold my beer.
Yeah. 100%. Oh, I'm not ready for that. Are you, Rue? I'm not ready for it.
No.
Not another game where Maker finds all the
I'm
guys
ready for day
off.
1 where I'm gonna be ahead.
Yeah, I agree.
Uh-huh.
I agree.
You'll beat me at Concord. How about that?
SPG, what do you got going on?
Well, in about 45 minutes, I'm going to be playing some Among Us. So if anybody wants to stop in and find out how sus you are and airlock some folks and lie and gaslight your ass off, we'd love to have you. Come join.
Wilson's acting sus right off the bat.
I feel like
I think we got to airlock Ray.
I'm gonna get vented just for some of my comments on the show today, aren't I?
Yeah, dude, we're gonna throw up the bat symbol and you're gonna go floating. All right?
Yeah, we should all just say.
I've got Batman cosmetics. I need to see if I've got them.
I'm just gonna drop a bat signal, and then we're all just gonna boot you. TBG, you want to give yourself a shout out? What's going on?
Oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's That PlayStation Gamer. Shocker. Probably later today, I'm gonna be streaming some Horizon Forbidden West, trying to burn through that fucking massive game before Concord comes out. So that's fun. I'll be actually streaming Concord when it comes out, a couple days technically before, because I got the digital deluxe edition, the show I am. And then when Astrobot comes out, I'll be live streaming that too. So, yay! And hoping I get my gaming PC by then.
Oh man, I can't wait for Astrobot. That's a personal favorite of mine.
There's a ton of apparently references to old PlayStation IPs that like, I want to see a Blasto reference. Just one.
I think PlayStation's gonna dominate the Game of the Year nominations this year.
Oh yeah, you see like the freaking the controller sold out.
SVG. Yeah.
Damn
Listen,
right.
I mean,
got,
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's probably going to win it.
Let's keep it real, ladies and gents.
Rebirth, Stellar Blade, Astrobot. I mean,
well, actually, maybe I could see Astrobot being up there, but at the same time, Nintendo's got a Mario and Luigi game. You never know.
A Mario and Luigi. Hey, Crow, what's going on? Thanks for stopping on in.
And by the way, I'm sorry if I interrupt anyone like I just did now. I'm just like kind of not used to talking in groups. My bad.
That is fine. This is kind of like a low-key conversational type of podcast. Sometimes I'll try to call on people if I know that they specifically know about things. But other than that, it's just kind of like an open dialogue. What's the bruh thing? What are you talking about, man?
What's with the bruh? Come on,
bruh?
man.
But Ray...
The point where it devolves.
Yes.
We also got some sound clips here, Ray. So what do you got going on?
You guys know I do Rec Fest with a group of wonderful friends of mine every Saturday, and anybody's welcome to jump in. Then me and my good friend Houston from Oklahoma, we play Once Human, probably on
and then
Sunday.
he's gonna come kiss me.
And then I might do one of the okay. And then one of the GFN games I might stream on Monday. But thank you, chat. And thank you, Rue. And you guys hit those thumbs up, okay? Hit the thumbs up, hit the likes, and make sure you follow Cloud&Console and these guys on the panel. Thank you.
Surrounded by assholes.
You are today, my friend.
Bet. What's going on?
Not much. I don't have anything really to.
You have stuff, Vet. Shout out things.
Shout out things.
So I will. I have a PlayStation. I will be streaming that stuff to myself because I don't really stream anymore right now until I can get internet stuff taken care of, tech issues and all that bullshit. But otherwise, I'll just be sitting in the Discord every day, hanging out.
There we go. Thanks for shouting out something. Well, until then, take care, be kind, and play PlayStation out there. All right, see you guys. All right, guys, thanks for coming, hanging out in chat. That was a blast this week on the download. I'm going to get back to playing some Nine Souls, and take it easy out there. See ya.
To believe in me. Why try? Do I even need to? I die with the season leaves. I glide with the season breeze. True, my mind so easily spooked. I ride just to be the me who finds hype super decently smooth. Nice type, but as sick as beats.